huisha nafsi yangu katika njia za haki kwa ajili ya jina lako. Wewe upo nami, umeniandalia meza mbele yangu machoni pa watesi wangu. Bwana uniongoza, huisha nafsi yangu katika njia za haki kwa ajili ya jina lako. Wewe upo nami. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. My names are Regina Chalo, and I love Jesus as my personal self here. I'm here to speak about being young and independent, a lesson that it will highly help and be of great benefit to all the ladies that are young. You might be single or you might be married, but you are in between the age of 15 to 30, an age that most of the ladies are independent, either to their parents or to their husband. But now this time or this hour, I'm here to speak of being independent and young. And my lesson will come from the book of Proverbs chapter 31 verse 25. Proverbs chapter 31 verse 25. It says, "She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come." I want to speak of this lady, a young lady who is willing to stand by her feet and work by herself and put bread on the table for either her kids or her family. And this lady I'm talking of is a Christian lady, a lady who knows the word of God, and a lady who believes in Jesus Christ, a lady who is a devoted Christian, is the one I'm talking to her this hour. And my lesson will strengthen, and someone might come up with a decision of being independent after my lesson. And being young and independent, it just means that you 100% depend on yourself. You don't depend on anyone. You don't depend on your parent. You don't depend on your mother or your father or your husband or anyone for your existence. You stand by yourself and make sure that everything that you need is on the table. And this means being independent means that you control your life by yourself. You control your life by yourself. You don't ask for an assistance. You don't inquire anyone in case you want to do something. You just stand by you and do the right thing at the right time. You control yourself. And also you don't need to take any orders from anybody. You just stand and do by yourself without asking for any assistance or waiting for anybody to order you to do something. You can feel strong when standing alone, and it is very true. Whenever you are standing alone, you are always strong because you don't depend on anyone. You are just alone, and you make your decisions alone, and you follow them alone, and through the help of Jesus Christ, you move on and you do the right thing. And also, no one can control your emotions. Whenever you are, when somebody stands by herself, she controls her emotions. Our body is full of emotions, anger, hatred, anything, all the emotions that comes into our body. If you are independent, you learn about yourself, your emotions, what you do, what you don't do, what you like, what you don't like, and what you hate. So after understanding yourself, you stand by yourself and you move own and control your body emotions. Also, being independent means that you yourself, you own your destiny. Nobody that can decide on your tomorrow, because you own your tomorrow. Your future is in your hands. Your destiny is on your hands. So it's upon you to know and decide about your tomorrow and and also your future and your destiny. If you plan yourself well and make sure you move on, and in your decision you make the right decisions, your tomorrow will be better. I have a question to you as a lady. How young is too young to be independent? It's a question that I've been asking myself, and I'm also asking yourself. How young is too young to be independent? You might ask yourself such a question, and maybe you don't come up with an answer, because it's a tricky and an hard answer for one to give. But according to me, after analyzing this question for some time and thinking deep on it, I come up with a conclusion that there is no age limit for one to be independent. For us who have given birth or who have been given that chance of holding their babies in their hand, you notice that some of the babies can reach at the age of or can be 5-6 months and above, and you try to take a spoon and bring to the mouth of that baby, and the baby can also decide to take that spoon and start feeding himself or herself. After 1 year, 2 years, 3 years and above, the kid starts to walk by himself or herself. Doesn't need anyone to hold her. She can move all around your house alone. After 5 years, you take the kid to class, and now the kid starts writing by himself, by herself, holding the pen and writing. After the teacher has told him or her, this is how we hold the pen, that kid now starts to use the pen and to write. And now, when the kid starts to grow up, the kid may decide to start doing his or her things by himself or herself. For example, God blessed me with a nice boy, very handsome boy, I love him. Now he's 7 years. When he was 6 years, he came to me and told me that, Mom, my teacher told me that I should be washing my innerwears. And also my teacher told me that you have as my mother to help me start training myself on how to bath myself. I was like, how? And at this age? But again, I was happy because now the baby has started to be independent by himself. So, which means there's no age limit for anyone to be independent. But now let me go back to that age of 13 or 15 to 50. I'm sorry, the age of 15 to 30. If you are at that age of 15 to 30, you are a fully grown up. You are a fully grown up. And today I've come with this lesson to try and teach you and train you on how to start being independent. Even if you are married, even if you are in school, you have to start training yourself on how to be independent. Now, how can one be independent? How to be independent? Spend your time reflecting upon yourself. Some of us doesn't know about themselves. You just know your name. I'm called Regina, full stop. You doesn't know how you behave, how you react to some emotions, how you behave whenever you are hurt, how you behave whenever you are hungry, how you behave whenever you are sleepy. As a person, you have to start reflecting about yourself, who you are, what you like, what you need, what you can do, what you are able to do by yourself. You have to understand yourself very well as a young person. Understand yourself very well. Know that you can stand and speak. You can motivate someone. You can write very nice speech. You can sing very well. You can encourage someone. You can be a nice footballer. Understand yourself in and out. Everything that you can do by yourself, and do it well, and do it to your perfection. Understand it and start practicing on it. Again, in understanding yourself well, know your strength and your weakness. As a person, you have your own weaknesses. As a person, you have your side of strength. So I'm here to tell you that in order for you to be dependent, I'm just encouraging and telling you that you have to start analyzing yourself and know your weak point and your strong point, and that to your strong point, work upon it to increase the strength. And to your weak point, start also working upon your weak side for it to be a strong point. Another point for you to be independent: learn to enjoy time alone. Most of the young people in that age that I've talked about, the 15 to 30 years, you will find that whenever they are in a multitude, they are so very active, very much active. But after the friends go and the person is left alone, he or she is like, who will help me in doing this? Who will answer this question? Who will take me to the doctor? Who will help? Who will help? Who will help? It's only the sound that you can hear from them. And this person can be taken to an office for an interview. And everybody knows whenever we have an interview, you enter into the office alone with your papers, and you alone. Then all the questions are directed to you. Nobody who will answer or help you except you and your thinking capacity. So if you've always been used to being in a multitude, automatically you won't make in that interview. You'll be scared, you'll be afraid, and you won't answer those questions in peace, because now you found yourself alone. So for you to benefit, or not benefit, for you to move, to plan for your tomorrow and to be independent, start standing by yourself and start enjoying your alone time, and understand the inner or deeper side of you. Again, understand your finances. I'm talking of finances. If you are working, you wake up every morning and you go to a certain office or a certain place for work. There's a place you are working. Understand your income. Know your income and plan about it. Plan very well about your income, your finances. And for those who are married, if you know your income is too low and the income of your husband is too low also, please plan on increasing your income and doing a job that pleases God. Don't just think of income or money, where the money will come from. Remember, I'm speaking to a Christian lady, not anybody. I'm speaking to a Christian lady. So I'm here to encourage and to speak with those single ladies and tell them that if you know you are married, it's not a must for you just to ask for any money from anybody. You can just stand by yourself and go to the shops, or to the not shops, to your workplace, or just start a sukuma wiki kiosk there outside for you to start selling greens. And at the end of the month, you will have something on your table. I'm speaking, again, I repeat, I'm speaking to a Christian lady. Don't just wake up and start looking for men, sponsors, many men to help you add on an income into your pocket. The best and blessed money is the money that comes from your hands and from a clean job, a job that can please God. And to the single ladies, I know you are still under the supervision of your parents. And most of the time, your parents gives you some money just to help you in your upkeeps. Yes, I know our parents loves us very much. But my friend, stop depending on your parents and go outside and look for a job. If you are in school, try to learn, gain some knowledge and education, and that will help you tomorrow. And also for the single ones, I know there are these people called sponsors that have been all over. Many girls have been running to them. They want help. If you are not in school, you are just staying at home, look for something constructive and help yourself and work for yourself. For you also to be independent, change your vocabulary. Change your vocabulary. What do I mean? Most of the time, our words from the mouth are always negative. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I don't know this. Oh, I won't make it. Oh, I shouldn't be here. Any other negative word should come out of our mouth. You can't look, you are not smart, you are not beautiful, people won't like you, I can't afford this, I won't be able to do this, I'm ugly, I'm not smart enough, I don't have the skills, everyone is better than me, and more. Those are the most words that come from our mouth, my friend, my sister. If at all you make it your daily thinking that you can't, you don't, you shouldn't, you'll always be at the back while people are always in front of you. So I'm trying to tell you this, that remove all the negative words from your mouth. Remove every word that is negative from your mouth, and then start thinking positively. Start saying positive words. Start believing and trusting in yourself. And I know that will be of much help than anything else. Independence and confidence go hand in hand. One simple step to boost your confidence is to change the way you talk about yourself. How do you talk about yourself? You might ask yourself, how can someone speak about himself or herself? How do you talk about your personality. You should know that you want and what makes you happy, and this will help you look for a time to work hard and have what you don't have. You must know what makes you happy, what helps you move forward, and this will make you do whatever thing that you lay ahead of yourself. Know your strength and weakness and pray about them. As I said earlier, that everybody who came from any woman's womb, everybody, regardless who you are, regardless the position that you are in, regardless the place that you are living, your background, your level of education, everybody who came from any woman womb as his or her weakness, as his or her own weakness. So you have to understand about yourself, and then after understanding yourself, know the weakness that are in you. And after knowing all the weaknesses that are in you, then from there you can now start rebuilding again your weakness into strength. If you know that you have a mouth that diarrhea's all kinds of words, that is your weakness. You speak a lot. You speak nasty words. You know that is your weakness. You always move on, speaking and talking all kinds of words. You know that is your weakness. So you should sit down and tell yourself, from today, I will limit my words. From today, I will start speaking little and words that are of great benefit to the people around me. Understand yourself. Understand your weakness. You know that in you are full of hatred. Whenever you see someone succeeding, you always start hating her. My friend, that is your weakness. Everyone has his or her examination paper of life. And maybe the person who has succeeded started long time ago doing this examination. He has done so much research for him or her to succeed in life. And you, instead of looking at your questionnaire or your question paper and start working upon it, you are here looking at at someone who has already succeeded. What am I trying to say? I'm saying this. Don't focus on people's movements, on people's success, but focus on your own success. Focus on it, you yourself. Think of it. Think deeply about it. And then work upon your weakness. If you know your emotions as a young person, you have a hot blood. You always think of men. You always think of going out with men. You always think of giving yourself to men. Maybe in exchange of cash. Stop it. And use your body. And know that your body is a temple of God. And after understanding that your body is a temple of God, work upon that weakness of giving yourself to men. And then start using your body to praise the Lord and to pray to God for any assistance. And He will come to your rescue and you will have a very smart job. Because whatever you pray, the Lord will give you. So, understand your weakness and work upon it. Understand your stronghold. Don't just focus on your weakness, because everybody, whoever was born by a woman, has a strong point. Nobody can just be weak in everything. You speak, your speech is not so good. Your wearing is not so good. The way you present yourself is not so good. If you are weak in one side, you will find that you are strong in another point. Also understand your strong point and make it increase. And in that, the Lord will help you to be strong in most of all the fields. Again, get to know your personality. Everybody has his or her own personality. The way you behave, the way you walk, the way you dress, the way you think, those are your personalities. Understand them and work upon them to be good and nice. And in that side of personality, if you can't care for yourself, then you cannot care for anyone. If you can't care for someone else well, know that you also can't care for yourself. If you can't treat yourself well, if you can't treat yourself well, this means that you can't even treat your friend, your husband, your parent, your father, your mother, anybody. You can't treat him. What am I trying to say about this? Please, my sister, my brother, I'm trying to say this. Treat yourself well. Start by saying, Regina, I will treat myself well. I will make sure I am clean. I will make sure that I eat a balanced food. I will make sure that whatever I do for myself is the best. After treating yourself, automatically you will be able to treat another person. Again, love yourself. Say to yourself, Regina, I love myself. If you love yourself, automatically, my friend, you will be able to help even the other person. You can even love the parent of your husband, the mother, the father, whoever, or yourself. So treat yourself well, love yourself, and care for yourself. For example, a person can work from Monday to Saturday, from day 1 to 30th, and at the end of the month, she receives a salary. My question, you've received your salary, yes. What have you done for yourself? From that money, what have you done for yourself? Many of the women, especially those who have kids and are married, you will find that somebody can wake up from her bed in the morning, and in her plans for the day, she had planned that I will go to the market. And then, of course, she goes to shop, to do whatever she's going to do. She walks around the market from 9 a.m. maybe to 5 or 4. And that lady decides not to eat anything. Why? She is thinking of her kids. She's thinking of her husband. Yes, that is nice. Parental love, we need it as kids. Everybody who is born needs a parental love. I know you love your kids. I know you love your husband. But surely, you can't even say to yourself, let me take this banana of 10 bob and eat. Let me just enter to this hotel, if you like eating hotel food, and eat. You will just say that, I will buy this banana for my kids. I will buy this shirt for my husband. I want to go home early and make sure that the food is ready by 6 p.m. That is nice. But now, you are mistreating yourself. When lunch time comes, sit down, eat. Eat. Kula, chakula, eat. Eat to your fullest. Plan for your lunch. And then after you eat, my sister, don't forget about your kids. After you eat, remember your husband. And learn at home to prepare something. Again, ladies, before you are married, you are very smart, very beautiful. Figure whatever, figure 8, I don't know, figure 8, figure 7, figure 1, GB, I don't know what GB, 8 GB, I don't know. But you are smart, you are beautiful, very nice. You could dress very well. You could walk out nicely. But now after marriage, you forget about yourself. You can't even bath. You can't even eat. You can't even dress well for your husband, for your whatever. So, I know when you are a girl or when someone is not married, she's always busy treating and caring for herself. But now after marriage, don't stop it. Keep on being clean. Keep on being beautiful. If you are used to makeup, apply. Be smart. Be beautiful in everything. And in that, everybody around you will also love you. So my word for you today is that don't change yourself, your behavior after marriage. Be smart, be clean, eat well, love yourself, and then again, learn to treat your husband, your kids, your whatever, your everybody around you smart and make them clean. Prepare for them nice food, let them eat, let them look nice. Even if they are wearing mutumba second-hand clothes, that means nothing. The secret to this cloth is that picking that cloth and washing it clean, and ironing it. And then giving the kids to wear and your husband to wear, and then they will be all smart, including you. Don't just ask me any question that, oh, sina pesa, oh, I don't have the cash, oh, where will I get the money, oh, no. That is totally nonsense. Don't just keep on complaining. Hakuna mtu utoshaka kwa kila kitu. So whatever you have is the best. Use it, and use it correctly. And it will help you, and you will have a long life to live. Accept yourself. Jikubali. Accept yourself. Know that I, Regina, I was born like that. I've worked upon this weakness. I've reached to this point. So what next? God just help me. And that is me. And that is how I am. For those HIV victims, AIDS victims, for those who accept themselves that they have found themselves having that virus, they heal quickly. And they have all the life to live. Because they have accepted themselves and they have accepted that the virus lives in them and it is now permanent until death. The only thing that they can be helped with is just using the medicine, and that's all. So if they follow the instructions from the doctor, they all get strong, they all get health, and they can be able to care and treat their kids and their family and stay with their family in those days, or in all those days that the Lord has decided them they will be alive until their death comes to them. So even as ladies, accept that is you. Accept that was your family. Accept that you've already chosen that man. Accept that you've given birth to these 5 kids. Accept that that is the life that you have. And you can't just change. There are some things that are permanent. You can't change. For example, you can't change the mother that gave you birth. You can't change the fact that you are black. You can't change the fact that the family you are in, maybe it's poor. You can't change it, but you can change yourself. You can change your life. You can change your tomorrow. You can change your destiny. You can change everything around you. If only you accept that is the place that you found yourself, and you accept the things that are permanent, and then work to those that you can change, and change it for the benefit of yourself and of your life, of your kids, of your husband, of your everything around you. My friend, you will be the best and the best ever. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say this, that make sure, my friend, make sure, my sister, that you accept yourself, you accept the life that you are in, and accept everything that is around you, and everything will come automatically, and you'll be happy, and you will stay a happily life. So, after accepting everything, then forgive and forget. Maybe in your life somebody came and just did something that you never liked it, and it has been disturbing your mind. It has always been in your mind. Whenever you see that person, you start hating himself or herself. You start maybe being angry. For example, maybe somebody raped you. I know there's no any lady that can be happy if someone rapes her. Maybe somebody came and raped you, and you are like, I will never be married. You are like, this life, I hate men.